Come on. Yes, that's right. Just a few steps further.
I don't think I should be trusting you. You kidnapped me from my hospital. And you stripped me naked and put this on me. I don't even know what the hell I'm wearing. I can't see shit.
Trust me when I say this look is definitely you.
How am I supposed to trust you? I've got amnesia. Or at least that's what the doctors said before you took me away from them. All I know is that I woke up in a hospital bed with a bunch of doctors telling me that I'm suffering from a severe head trauma. And before they could tell me who I was before I lost my memories, you showed up and took me here to wherever the hell this is.
You'll figure it out. Feel around. Just feel around. You need to use your sense memory. Your memories. That is why I took you away from that hospital. Because they would want to suppress your memories. They would not want you to remember who you are. But I do. I am your friend.
I don't trust you. So what makes you think I would want to feel around for anything you would want me to be feeling?
Okay, fine. Since you refuse to touch anything, just smell. Smell what is in the air.
I smell stupid old popcorn. And I also smell stupid old cotton candy. We at an old amusement park? What the hell are you doing taking me to an amusement park?
I'm trying to help you remember. Remember who you are.
So you mean to tell me that before I got amnesia, I worked at a stupid carousel?
How would you know it's a carousel if you can't see?
I don't know. As soon as I realized we were at a amusement park, my mind immediately went to a carousel for some reason.
It's because it's deep down in your subconscious, and now that I've triggered it, it has come out. Let your mind open up.
Well, maybe if you unwrapped this gauze, I could get a better look at this stupid-ass carousel. By the way, thanks a lot for completely tightening these bandages around my eyes and mouth.
It was making you look like a smiley face. We don't need a supervillain walking around looking like an emoji.
Wait. Hold the phone. Back up right 1 minute. Did you just say that I was a supervillain?
Now you're interested in what I have to say.
That's a lot to handle. I mean, I know I've only came to just for a couple of weeks, but you mean to tell me that I can't wrap my head around that? Me, a supervillain. Well, which supervillain was I?
I am sorry, but I cannot tell you.
Why not? You dragged my ass all the way over to this stupid-ass carousels where little babies come to ride on fake-ass horses because they can't ride on real horses because that's animal abuse, because who needs a little kid's big ass on top of you when you're trying to live your goddamn honest-to-God horse life? But now, all of a sudden, you don't want me to remember nothing?
I can't just tell you your memories. Only you can discover who you once were. I could just tell you one answer, that this is the place where you lost your memory.
What? Now that you mention it, I do kinda remember taking some horrible blunt head trauma here. It was like between those two horses over there, near that mirror. Is that why I'm covered in bandages? The injury that costed me my memories also cause these scars? I don't know. Maybe it's just the pain pills acting up again.
Fuck those pain pills! You need to feel true pain, just like your arch nemesis.
I've got an arch nemesis? Who the hell is that guy?
You will not learn anything if I just give you the answer. Concentrate really, really hard.
How am I supposed to do all that when you're being all cryptic? Why the hell this place is so important to me?
I already told you it's where you lost your memory. But that's not the only thing that happened on this little fateful carousel. There is something else that happened here. Something that you did. That set a domino effect that would eventually result in you becoming a full-on supervillain. But it was not complete until the second time you showed up on this location.
You mean the time I lost my memory?
Yes, that is what sealed the deal and transformed you into a full-on antagonist of a certain superhero.
Who is that superhero?
Well, you've already gotten this far in figuring it out, so all you have to do is just keep going. Look at all the clues, including what you're wearing and your current condition.
Well, what I know for certain is that whoever this hero is certainly did a number on me. And since he's a goody-goody, I guess that means that I must have did something horrible. Something really, really bad if my gauze is covered in blood.
There you go, you're getting close, but I'll give you another hint. This hero that I keep talking about, he's not exactly a hero per se. In fact, his whole appeal is that he is the exact opposite of them, while at the same time still not being a supervillain.
So, I guess he's a vigilante?
Yes, and?
I guess he takes the law into his own hands? And I guess if you're gonna be a vigilante, you might as well not pussyfoot around it. You gotta go big or go home. So, I guess he probably would shoot down criminals, right? And he wouldn't give a fuck about what the police thought about him. Or any other superhero for that matter. Because from his point of view, once you do a bad thing, you're already dead. But ain't that a hypocrite, since technically everything that he's doing is a bad thing?
Oh, but you see, from his perspective, killing people is not what is wrong, it's the reason for killing that person. That is what can be wrong.
What kind of person would have a fucked up mentality like that? Unless you got some PSTD or something, you were in the military. I mean, that could be a possibility.
Oh, you're getting closer.
Alright. What I do know for certain is that I shouldn't be alive right now.
And what makes you say that?
If this guy did a number on me, why didn't he just kill me instead of leaving me alive? Apparently whatever I did wasn't nearly as bad as all his other enemies.
But don't you think that if you are a special case, shouldn't that mean the opposite?
Wait, you mean what I did must have been worse than all those other guys?
Yes, way worse. Because with all of those other villains, they got the easy way out. Just a quick and painless death. Okay, well, maybe not all of them were painless, but they were quick. But not you. If he killed you, it would have been mercy. But are you dead? No, you're still alive.
Yeah, and everything hurts. I mean, the pain pills do a little bit of numbing, but they don't get the full job done. I feel like I got face fucked by a cactus, and then the cactus got face fucked by a porcupine, and then that porcupine face fucked me, and then my face had a three-way with that porcupine and that cactus, right when a pine cone and a hedgehog joined in on the whole orgy. That is how my face feels.
So, what would you call this action that this vigilante administered upon you? What is the action?
He fucked me up. That's all I can say. He fucked me up.
Put it all together.
I did a bad thing, and so he did this to me.
Come on.
He did this to me because I did a bad thing. So
Yes, say it.
he did it as a punishment.
Yes, you got it.
So what? He punished me. That's not a big deal. Does that mean that his vigilante name is the Punisher? Punisher. I know that name. Punisher. Punisher. I think I remember hating that white so much because it was causing a lot of problems with me. A whole lot of problems. Yeah, this Punisher was my arch nemesis.
Now tell me this. What were those problems he caused you, besides the one you're currently in right now?
I think I had like some kind of business, and I think it had to do with something that this Punisher guy hates, but at the same time has to tolerate because it's his main tool in the fireplace.
Yes, and what is that thing?
Guns. I was a gun dealer. I specialized in guns. And I also specialized in special people holding those guns and using those guns. If I was a supervillain, I guess I'd be on the down low, and I'd be using all my resources and accesses to guns for supervillain deeds. But what the hell would those supervillain deeds be? I mean, look at me. Why do I have a knife attached to my wrist? That makes no sense if I'm a gun guy. Unless it has to do with my secretiveness. I mean, if they saw me unarmed, then they wouldn't have to worry. But they wouldn't expect me to have a surprise knife, now would they?
Yes, good. This is good progress. Don't stop now.
Well, what kind of secret would I be holding? I mean, it's not like I murdered anyone. Well, except for the people who I murdered to keep this secret. But what the hell is the secret?
Think about your arch nemesis.
What, the Punisher? All that I figured out about the Punisher is that apparently he used to be a war guy. That's right, a war guy. I mean, if he's doing a lot of bad things to bad people, it can't just be because he's a war guy. That's not fair to all the other war guys. There had to be something else that happened to him.
Yes. What is it?
I guess something that would make a man crazy is losing something. Losing something real close to them.
Yes, and what would that something be?
Let's see here. What's something that you could lose that you really, really love, and it would just leave a horrible gap in your life to see that lost. I guess good looks. Yeah, good looks.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, now you're realizing what a narcissist you are.
I'm not a narcissist. Just because I really like the idea of looking frickin' handsome as all fuck doesn't mean I'm a narcissist. Although, now that I think of it, I am starting to remember how good I looked. Man, I was a fox. I mean, I know I'm probably not a fox now. I know I'm probably all fucked up, but back then, I was a Beaut. That's probably what they called me. The Beaut.
Oh, you are hitting the nail on the head now, but that's not the complete version of that nickname. There's more to it.
I guess I'd have to be like something the Beaut, like Johnny the Beaut. No, not Johnny. It has to be an alliteration. Yeah. Only the good nicknames are the alliterations. Yeah. So it would have to be like Bobby or something, like Bobby the Beaut, or Bernie the Beaut, or Benny the Beaut, or Billy the Beaut. Yeah, now I'm remembering. Billy the Beaut.
Yes, say it to the heavens.
I'm Billy the Beaut. Look at me, world. That's who I am. That's what I have to contribute to society. Being the supervillain known as Billy the Beaut. It's just too bad I still don't know why the hell the Punisher would do this to me. What am I to him? What, did I kick his dog? Did I have sex with his dog and then expose my bare butt to the camera, being the first MCU character to fully show his butt right after screwing his dog?
No, you did not screw a dog. You screwed a police captain. But that is not important right now.
Really? Are you sure? That's kind of important to me. I mean, I had sex with someone? I that's definitely something I need to know.
No, you don't, okay? You do not need to know about the sexual sessions you had with a police officer. None of them.
You mean to tell me that I had sex with her several times? Wow, surely that would mean that she wouldn't just be a fuck buddy, right? That would mean that we got something special, right? There's something there. It's more than just being a fuck buddy.
Oh, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, brother, but yeah, she didn't know about the murder when she had the sex. Yeah, it's not happening anymore. I'm sorry, but that ship is sailed. There's no coming back to that. You and her are donezo.
Oh man, first I lose my looks, then I lose my girlfriend. What else do I lose?
No, that's pretty much it. Just your looks and your girlfriend. You literally had no one.
Wait, you mean I was a lonely asshole? I didn't have anybody who cared for me?
Well, you did have someone you cared for, but unlike the girlfriend, I need you to remember that. So, can you tell me who that is?
I already figured out my name and who my arch nemesis is, so why do I need to remember anything else?
You can only remember your true self if you also remember who your arch nemesis is. It's all about yin and yang. You are your arch nemesis, and your arch nemesis is you.
Wait, you mean this was all self-inflicted?
No, it's metaphorical, you dumbass. I'm trying to say that your arch nemesis mirrors you. He is the same as you, while at the same time different.
Well, if my day job was being in charge of weapons, then I guess that means I have a military background. So, I guess that's what makes me the same as him, was that we were both in the military. We were war buddies.
So now do you realize who that loved one was that you lost?
It was him. It was my arch nemesis. And that must have been why he's my arch nemesis. Because we had a falling out. We used to be buddies, and then I did something horrible that caused him to go against me. And whatever that horrible thing was, is the secret I was trying to keep.
That is why you are a supervillain, because you will do anything in your power to keep people from knowing the truth about what you did to this Punisher.
You keep calling the Punisher, but that's not his actual name. His name is Francis Moat, Francis Dungeon, Francis Fort? Yeah, Francis Fort. No, Frank Castle. Yes, his name was Frank Castle. Yes, now it's all making sense. I loved my good looks, and so he took that away, because I didn't have anything else whatsoever to take away.
But what did you take away from him?
Come on, think, Billy. Come on, Billy the Beaut. You ain't just good for your looks, you're good for other stuff too. Wait. Those hints you gave me. Those hints. Wasn't there a really big one? Like the first one you gave me. A really big hint. It's this carousel. That's why it's so important. It's where it happened. I screwed him over on this here carousel, so he screwed me over on the same carousel. It's like you said, yin yang.
But you still don't remember how you screwed him over.
I mean, does it really matter now? I remember everything else. I even remember that little dweeby guy, who definitely didn't deserve to be the big bad of this season. I'm the arch nemesis, not him.
Huh. You know, a lot of people don't like when these superheroes get a crappy-ass villain, but I would like to think that the reason for these weak-ass villains is to show build-up, to build up to a bigger, badder villain later. And they want to emphasize how badass that upcoming villain is by comparing it to a less badass villain beforehand. And Rollins was that less badass villain.
So he was there to set up for an actual badass villain. Me!
Exactly!
So that's why this was all my origin story. And that's why he had to die at the hands of the Punisher, so that I could take his place. Now that I think of it, yeah, he was supposed to be weak as all hell. In fact, I think that was the whole point of his character, because he had a horrible facial scar on his eye. But when you saw how he got the facial scar, he seemed really pathetic, because it was just by the Punisher punching him in the face. Are you kidding me? There've been kids who've been punched in the face, and they've healed perfectly. They didn't get a permanent scar from just a punch in the face. So imagine how weak you have to be to get a permanent scar from that.
Not to mention the fact that he didn't want anyone touching him. That was the whole point to his character. That he was such a little pathetic asshole that he would be willing to make people murder for him. But he was too much of a little pansy McPansy Panzopansy to do it himself.
Yeah, and he took pride in that little scar, didn't he? But he didn't even go on the field, so he didn't even earn that scar. He just got it from roughhousing a little bit from the Punisher. That's nothing to be proud of. But me, on the other hand, I got scars all over my face because I actually got into the nitty-gritty, while he just stayed in his little bulletproof office, being too scared.
Yes, he was not willing to do the extra work. He just wanted the benefits of it. Like when the Punisher was tied to a chair, he tried to take all the credit for it, feeling like he had a power trip of being the Punisher's superior.
But oh boy, did that backfire on him. That's when the Punisher finished the jab and took out both of his eyes. Now that's a better facial scar, but you can't boast about that because you're dead.
So now that you completely remember about that little wimpy McWhimper testicles, then surely you should remember the final piece of the puzzle.
What? The thing that I took away from the Punisher? I keep telling you. I think it was just his good looks, because he took away my good looks, and what else is there to take away?
You really haven't figured it out, have you?
Yeah, that's why I'm a supervillain. I'm too much of a dick to realize that family is the worst thing that you could lose. Oh, that's right, it was his family. Now I got it. Silly me. It was his family. There, I figured the shit out. There, it was his family. There, I figured everything out. There, I'm done. Wait a minute. There's still something I still haven't figured out. A huge thing. You're that huge thing. I still don't remember who the hell you are.
Oh, I should probably explain. The reason why you don't remember me is because this is actually our first time meeting. Hello, I am the Kingpin.
You're the Kingpin? Oh, okay. I think I've heard of you. Aren't you a big deal in Hell's Kitchen? Like you're some kind of crime boss or something? So why the hell are you helping me out? I could be your competition.
Yes, it does seem very odd that I would help you. I don't need to compete with you for your arch nemesis, because I already have mine. And oh boy, is he a devil.
You don't have to be cryptic. I know it's the Daredevil. I'm not an idiot. But that doesn't explain how you helped me out.
Well, you see, about a year or two ago, I had an encounter with Frank Castle, and he really got on my bad side. But the problem was that I'm not his villain. I might be sometimes, but I'm not completely. So if I wanted him to suffer, then he must suffer the wrath of his own villain. You. That is when I saw the potential in you being his arch nemesis. So I had to just bring it out of you. I just couldn't keep you not remembering who you were. I needed you back on your feet so that you could be his wrath, while I am too busy being Daredevil's wrath.
I guess it all makes sense now.
Yes, now if you excuse me, I have a certain devil to birth again.
Wait, you're gonna give birth to a devil? And you're gonna do it twice?
No, that's not what I mean. Shut up. I gotta go.
Bye, Mr. Fat Guy from Jurassic World. That'll always be how I remember you. Now that I'm done dealing with that guy, I can finally become a full-on crime lord now. I'm gonna take this franchise back to its roots with crime families and mobsters and organized crime. No more of this corporate espionage stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a nice change of pace for the Punisher, but it's always good to go back to basics. And that's what I'm gonna do in Season 2. But before I do that, I gotta change my nickname. I can't be the Beaut anymore, because it's inaccurate. I gotta update, which is why I gotta call myself something else. But I can't come up with the right name if I don't know what I look like. I'm scared. You know what? No. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm not gonna look at a mirror. I'm just gonna try to. I'm just gonna assume that it's really, really bad. And maybe I'll look in the mirror in Season 2. Yeah, I'll look in the mirror Season 2. But before then, I'm just gonna get used to the fact that I'm butt ugly now. But I still need a nickname. Well, I assume I probably look like a horrible freak of nature, so maybe I should name myself after a recent horror movie I just watched. Yeah, after a horror movie. Alright, let's see here. Which movie should it be? Should it be It? Nah, it shouldn't be It. Maybe Happy Death Day? Nah, that's not a name. That's just a phrase. Come on. Maybe it would be too jarring to name myself after a famous horror movie. Maybe it should be one of the shitty ones I watched recently. Yeah, the shitty ones. Like Jigsaw or... You know what? Let's go with that. Fuck it, let's just go with Jigsaw.